My name is Kevin Roberts, and I live and struggle with ADHD, and I have successfully recovered from problem gambling. I'm currently an intern for the Virginia Partners for Gaming and Health. My experiences prior to gambling, I was a recent undergraduate with a degree in economics. I moved out to New York City to work in the Wall Street District, and I ended up working in a commodities firm. My goal was very simple: to become a multimillionaire, to generate enough wealth so that I can financially support my friends, my family, and also people in the world who needed help, kind of like philanthropic endeavors. As a commodities trader, I was personally investing my own money and opening my own accounts. And the average price of a commodities futures account is generally about $5,000. So after I started opening account after account, I noticed that I didn't have a good pattern or a good sequence, if you will, as far as learning how to be a trader. I was simply just opening the account, spending money, not really knowing and understanding commodity markets, how fast they go, how fast the markets move. I didn't really understand that. And from the lack of understanding, in order to play this game, I had to keep coming up with $5,000 of my personal money. And that took a drain on me. I was substituting, sacrificing, trading at home on my personal time, whereas other people, my friends, were at a job working. So if I can throw my economic hat, I was having a greater opportunity cost of trying to make money by foregoing working for someone. And every year I was losing more and more money while my friends were making money and stacking monies for their investments every year. And it got to a point that I was not eating, I was losing money. I was on the verge of becoming homeless. And it was a pretty destitute situation. I was motivated to seek help because I was tired of losing money. I was already down a little over $100,000, and I was having a lot of what I would say ADHD symptoms, which I didn't know at the time. Was a lot of hyperactivity, a lot of unattentiveness, and a lot of impulsivity. And I strongly believe that the impulsivity from the ADHD is what triggered my gambling to start. I sought out the help of a professional trader, and I understood that I was actually gambling because I didn't have a good understanding of risk management. The high point of my recovery was pretty interesting. It dealt with coming to the realization that I had ADHD. There was a summer before I retired from trading. I was trading, I was losing money. I wasn't losing as much money, but those big, successful, profitable trades were not coming in. And I was getting frustrated by that. I noticed that I was beginning to have more impulsivity, which was increasing my trades, which was not good or profitable. I was having problems with unattentiveness. Like I'm listening to people who are giving trade recommendations and I'm missing pieces of that, and I would enter trades incorrectly. And I was being very hyper. I was also noticing I was having a tremendous amount of anxiety. I couldn't think. I was forgetting basic things around my home. So I said something's wrong and I needed to go get some help. And I was still gambling. I sought out services from the state of Virginia, which were fantastic. I was able to secure a really good psychiatrist that was able to get me on some really good medicine, and subsequently they were able to manage my medication. That's very big for me because I'm a holistic person and I do not believe in medicine if you can take natural herbs and remedies that will help to eliminate the ailment. So that was something that I had to actually take in. It was kind of hard, but when I started seeing the benefits of taking the medicine, where I was having decreased amounts of impulsivity and decreased amounts of hyperactivity, it was being directly reflected in my trades. My trades were slowing down more, where I was able to think and breathe versus acting real quick. And from the other resources I received from the state of Virginia, I also connected with a very good therapist. And the therapist was very good with me. She taught me the importance of cognitive behavioral therapy, which is excellent for people who suffer from very traumatic events. And I was having a lot of trauma dealing with the training. Having a beautiful wife that taught me self-awareness through mindfulness techniques was a great benefit to me. It helped slow me down. It helped me to slow down the impulsivity. It helped me not to be as hyperactive. And it helped me to focus more on importance of conversation, which dealt with some of the inattentiveness. She also enlightened me about the importance of gratitude. Gratitude is very important, and it helped me to be mindful of the things in my life that were going well. I also had a really good employment specialist that I also got from the services from the state of Virginia. The employment specialist works with people, making sure that you have your resumes in good order, make sure you have cover letters, making sure that you have certain skill sets in place in order to get hired. They also do a lot of interviewing techniques for you to get secure jobs. So I think that the employment specialist is also a very good resource from the state of Virginia. One of the things that I really appreciated about my recovery was the closeness that I developed with my therapist. She really, really, really helped me to deal with something I was struggling with, and I still struggle with today, is that self-care piece. A lot of people who are addicted to gambling, they constantly beat themselves up. They do not give themselves self-love. They are constantly dumping on themselves, and that's not going to help anyone to recover. I also appreciate the guidance and care from my psychiatrist. They were really patient with me, working through medicines. Having ADHD and having that problem gambling, impulsivity in my brain means that I don't want to wait. And the therapist, the psychiatrist, their form of medicinal treatment for me, unbeknownst to them, was also helping me to be patient. I had to wait for certain medicines to kick in that I saw significantly helped me reduce my impulsivity. That was a great benefit to me. My 3 wishes for myself. The first wish I would say is to continue doing the research and advocate for those who are suffering from ADHD and problem gambling. The second wish for myself is to maintain economic and financial stability. And the third wish is to travel Mother Earth with my beautiful wife and enjoy various cultures and sites. My 3 wishes for others who are in recovery, one of the most important ones, and it comes from some pretty alarming statistics. One of the first statistics I found out while being an intern for Virginia Partners for Gaming and Health was that if you have ADHD, you're twice as likely to become a problem gambler. The second devastating statistic says that approximately 40% of problem gamblers already had ADHD. That is my number 1 wish, is for a deeper amount of education to come forth on a high school and grade school level. The second wish that I have for people who are in problem gambling recovery is gratitude. It's easy to have gratitude. Oh, I'm grateful that Kevin, my PRS, looked out for me, or my peer resource specialist. I'm glad that he was able to talk with me today on my intake. But then gratitude becomes heavy when you are in bed, you may have stayed out late the night before, not gotten enough sleep, and then you have to come and see, you have to go see your peer resource specialist. And you may say, oh, I really like Kevin, but I don't really feel like seeing his ass today. He always holds me accountable, and I don't feel like dealing with that today. Having gratitude flips it around and says, you know, I don't really feel like going in today, but I would be worse off if I didn't go see Kevin. Kevin really has empathy for me in my situation, and I'm really glad that he's there for me. The third wish that I have for folks who are in recovery from problem gambling is self-compassion. I struggle with this daily from my ADHD. Thinking that you are not good enough is going to lead you down a path of darkness and destruction. Self-love is loving your whole character. Self-compassion is loving your whole character. It's loving your good things and the bad things with you as well. What is a word that I could say on my problem gambling ADHD recovery journey? I would say a phoenix or a fiery phoenix, which means rebirth or regeneration. I feel renewed, refreshed, realigned, and ready to help people who are suffering from ADHD and problem gambling. Fiery phoenix, that's the word that I would describe myself as today.